morning bicycle ride. Experiment with the riding and talking on the camera. Maybe I can get a new vlog going with my bicycle. Should be interesting. This is Miami Street in Tiffin, Ohio. Coming up to Tiffin University Gilmore Center. I think it's Gilmore Center. I might be wrong on that. And these over here on the right are all student housing. No, Hemliner Center. Hemliner Center. Hemliner Center. I should have known that. Doggone it. When I was a child, this was all a junkyard. They had old junk cars, scrap metal, all kind of junk on this side of the road as well as this side over here where the student housing is. Needless to say, as child we used to come down here, as children we used to come down here and play in the junkyard. The junkyard's name was Rosenblatt. And the main buildings were right down that way, right there. If you had scrap metal as kids, you picked it up, you brought it over here and they'd buy it off of you. They'd pay you so much per pound for scrap metal. It's a way to make a few extra bucks. Children, we were always good at finding a way to make some money. Just gonna get some video here of the Marion Center. This is used to be a factory here. They tore down one of the sides of the factory and built this restaurant meeting center here. It's hard to believe it's all an old factory. Over here, this is part of it too. That's all an exercise room now. Hanson Physical Fitness Center. There's a TU truck there. This is all part of Hanson's. They used to make cranes and various machinery, but they literally rebuilt all this. It's hard to believe it was all factory at one time. My father used to work here. He was a draftsman for a while after he retired. He used to do drafting for him. As you can see, TU bought up most of this area and they've really made it a showcase. Performing Arts Laboratory. It's the wellness center there. Now over on this side, turn it up this way here. Seneca House. I really don't know a whole lot about the campus here. We'll kind of read the signs as we go along here. Hertzer Technology Center. It's a Hayes Center for the Arts right there. It's really a nice campus. One wonders here. I have a lot of memories in this neighborhood. I grew up not too many blocks from here. And that's the Gilmore Center right there. The Gilmore family has donated a lot of money to help various institutions and charities in the area. That's the monument to the early 1900 Italian community that used to reside here. This big building here was built in the 1880s. It's known as Miami School. It's an elementary school. 1884 it was actually built. And this is the library over here, Pfeiffer Library and Academic Support Center. We'll come back around the side here. Now, my brother went to school here at the Miami Street School. He used to come down here and play before I was in school. I never attended the Miami Street School. But this area right here was the playground. This is where I cut my chin when I was about 4 years old. The boy pushed me off the slide and I ended up getting a split chin and ended up with stitches. Mrs. Monaco lived right here. Mrs. Monaco had a bakery. She had a bakery in her house. And we used to go down and get donuts and cookies. They were awfully good people. She eventually opened a bake shop out at the shopping center. An interesting fact, this area right over here was all a park for many, many years before the library was built. I remember the park here. It was actually set aside for the first courthouse in Tiffin. But since Fort Ball did not get the county seat, Tiffin got it, they ended up not building the courthouse right here. It was built in Tiffin, and then this area was left as a park until Tiffin University acquired this area out here and built the university, eventually the library. The old firehouse stood right here where this White House is. You had a firehouse here, horse-drawn boilers. But this is the exact spot where the firehouse was, this area. St. Mary's Church over there. Beautiful church. It's the St. Mary's Elementary School, which is now closed as well. And the Tiffin University actually rents rooms there, and they have classes in the building. It's good to see it's not going to waste. This here used to be a grocery store. It's now Sites Hall. It's the center for Tiffin University. Administration building, I guess is what you'd call it. This is all the site of the old Fort Ball here. These are some of the remaining buildings. McCartan's, Rosie Soup and such. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride. Head back over this way and we'll go down the old Jackson Street. say I didn't live very far from here growing up, so we used to get down here to the school and play in the schoolyard, and we would come down to Mrs. Monaco's and travel what was called Jackson Street. And as I turn the camera around here, straight off the circle there, that's Jackson Street. They later built a cul-de-sac here because they didn't need cars coming through the middle of the campus here. They closed this off. That's a Kirk Hall right there. More student residences. Zahn Hall. And the university also owns a number of houses in the area that they have for various functions. As you can see the green signs up the street here. Right over here in the area that's called the Point Party Store. It's an old building. Had various businesses in there. Grocery store, and there's a bakery over there, a laundry at one time. Point here was a place we used to come to when we were kids. We'd come down by candy and soda pop. Eventually a friend of mine bought it. He ran it for a number of years here, and when he retired he sold it, which is only a few years ago. A lot of fond memories from this neighborhood and this store here. We'll head back over here across the street. All these houses are all gone. Another residence for students. It's a very, very nice college. There's a side entrance to the Point there. Some more sights around the college here. It's a really, really very lovely campus. It's most enjoyable to come down here and walk. I walk down through here, and I also bike ride. Relive a lot of great memories. Okay, we're gonna head back over here to Jackson Street. And we'll go down the section where they closed it off here. I'll give you a little bit of the history, at least from my memory, of this area. Like I said, the cul-de-sac was put in to close off the traffic. They didn't need traffic through here. They wanted more of a campus. But the street had an intersection right here with Miami and then went straight across. We're gonna get across here. Street continued on right through where that building's now being built, or has been built. I'll stop here and show a little bit of this area. There's the Gilmore Student Center right here to the left. And this is the other way right here into the Hayes courtyard. They have a lot of activities here for the students. Very beautiful courtyard. Very number of iconic pictures taken from this spot here, as you can see, right up through the courtyard, right up to the front of the old school there. Very picturesque. Okay, we'll get over here to the Jackson Street and finish that. Kind of jumping around, all right. Okay, like I said, the street went straight on through there. Building was built there later on. We'll ride right around back here. It was actually a very historic area here. Lots and lots of history in this area. Okay. Okay, this is the back side of the building here. The street came right through right here. The street came right through right here and turned right on up and around. Right on up there where the bridge is. Now they did build that incline up so the bridge would be flat, but used to be a slight incline up to what is known as Sandusky Street, South Sandusky. On the corner there sat Gaeto's bicycle shop, motorcycle shop. Across the street at one time he had a grocery store as well. Okay, while we're here, I know you can't see much with all this brush, trees, and tangle and everything, but maybe you can make out the foundation down here. Concrete foundation. I don't know which is better. It's a concrete foundation right here. And that's all that's left of the old footbridge that was built in 1870. Yes, they had a footbridge all the way across here. That's because in 1870 the railroad came through and they cut a railroad bed down through here, and there was no way to get across Jackson Street. Since the school was built here in 1884, they needed a way for the students and people to get across the bridge and not use what was known as a camelback, which is just a little bit here to my right. So they built this footbridge, and it remained here right up until the 1940s or 50s, until it was torn down. Let's see if we can get some more video back this way. We'll head right back up through here. I think this to my left right here is the cafeteria. I'm thinking. Headley Hall. As you can see, it's a very beautiful campus to come for a walk and see the beautiful gardens. This right here is Frank's Hall. Curtains, meats and groceries across the street. say it's just a beautiful morning for a bicycle ride. It's supposed to get very hot later on today. Maybe some rain showers too because of the humidity. This is a Hay Center for the Arts. Next to the Marion Center is what's known as the Wall Street Pub. It's a restaurant for the campus and open to the public. Tiffin University tennis courts are right here on my right. Back up here by the Heminger Center again. This is where they have a big gymnasium and sporting complex. And there's a Michael Fleckner Neon Dragon. Very talented neon artist, originally from Tiffin, Ohio, and now he lives in California. Very highly skilled artist. Made this donation to the Tiffin University. Across the street from the Heminger Center is student residences. They have separate rooms, but they all share like a central room, a center room, common room, I guess you'd call it, with apartment type features, and makes it very nice for the students. There's like 3 buildings here. I think there's 3 buildings. And they're all pretty good size. Coming to the west of the Heminger Center, they have a maintenance area out here where all their maintenance stuff is stored and handled. All the maintenance, the grass mowing and everything's out of this complex back here. There's one extra feature over here. There's a gaming center. This was one of the largest gaming centers when it was built for any college or university. TU Esports Arena. Now, I don't know a whole lot about it, but Tiffin University does stay on the cutting edge of everything. And that's the sports arena for anybody interested. Okay. I'm gonna head home now and see what I've collected. Should be interesting.